The Changer. Written by John Ruland III. Copyrights Jan 1989. Chapter 1 equals a town called Toenditall. The Changer, Jack. Day 3 Tuesday. I woke up to a knock at my door. I said, "Hello, who is there?" They said, "It is time to get up now, breakfast will be ready in 10 minutes. I said, "Okay, I will be right down." As I got dressed I was thinking this is the first day I will be all alone on the ride there and back. I picked up my keys and went out the door. Just as I got downstairs, Sally said, "Right on time, here is your breakfast." I cooked the same thing. I did not know what else you would like to eat. Let me know, I will see if we have it. I said, "This is fine." After I ate, I went up to the front desk and said, "Do you have a menu?" Sally said, "Yes we do." I said, "Can I look at it please?" She handed me a menu and went and sat down for a minute to look at it. They have all kinds of things. I got up and went back to the front desk and said, "For supper tonight can I have boneless fried chicken and drinks?" She said, "Sure." I said, "I have to go now and head for Newport to get supplies." I left the inn and walked to the stable. Just as I got there Bill said, "Well, right on time, I see. Here is your paperwork you will need and the wagon and horses are all ready for you." I said, "Thank you," and got on the wagon and headed out. I got to Newport in no time it seemed like. I loaded stuff from all 5 places today and had a pretty good load. I headed out of town and went slow and stopped and let the horses rest some. Then headed out again. I almost got into town and something spooked the horses. They wanted to run like crazy and I got them calmed down. We got into town pretty quick though. I pulled in and helped unload. Frank come up and said, "How did everything go today?" I said everything went alright until I was almost into town and the horses went wild. I finally got them to slow down as we got close to town. Frank said, "Sometimes the horses did that at the same place once in a while, it don't happen all the time thou." "No, don't know why thou." I said, "Okay, that sounds good. At least it doesn't happen every day then." Frank said, "Supper is ready if you want some." I said, "That sounds good, see you later." Frank just waved as I walked off. I got to the dinner and went in and sat down. Sally looked at me and grabbed a plate and headed my way. She was getting close and I see it looked like chicken and drinks. As she sat it down I said, "All right, chicken and drinks." Sally said, "That is what you wanted." I said, "Thank you, and do you have any apple pie today?" Sally said, "Yes we do, ice cream too." I said, "That will be great." Sally walked off and soon she came back with the apple pie and ice cream. She said, "Here you go, when you get done eating John wants to see you in his office, down the hall first door on the left." I said, "Okay." I just ate and I looked around to see what everybody else was doing. The place seemed like it was pretty busy. I finished eating and got up and headed toward the office. Just then the office door opened and Jack stood there. I said, "I was just going to see if I could find you." I said, "Here I am." He said, "Come into the office," and sat down. I followed him into the office and sat down. He passed me an envelope and said, "Here is your first week's pay. I pay every Friday after work." He said, "You worked 3 days and 50 per day, makes 150 for this week. You will get more days and you will make more." I said, "Thank you very much. I just have one question." Jack said, "What is it?" I said, "Just as I was coming into town, the horses went crazy and started running wild. I finally got them slowed down before we coming to town." Frank said, "They did that to him some too." Jack said, "I will look into it to see what I can do." I said, "Thank you." Jack said, "If you have any more questions come and ask me, okay?" I said, "Okay." John said, "Well, have fun, see you later." I got up and left. I go to the bar and said, "Can I get a Sprite?" I said to Sally, "Do I owe you anything for dinner and drinks?" Sally said, everything is included in your job. All your food, and drinks, and your room too. It is called room and board included. I said, just wanted to make sure. Sally said, you was the first one to ask. I like that. Do you want some pie? I have some left. I said, sure, ice cream too. She went and made it and come back and said, here you go. I took the pie and sat down at a table. I see a lot of people coming into the inn and sat down at the bar for a drink. I got up and took my plate to the bar and said, thank you. Sally said, what are you going to do now? I said, is there a place here in town to get some cloths? Sally said, go left and 10 doors down. I got up and left and got there and they had a lot of stuff in that store. Almost anything you ever wanted they had there. I found some cloths, and other stuff I wanted and went up to pay for it and the man behind the counter said, you must be Jack, the new guy that's running the wagon to Newporta. I said, yes I am. Tim said, everything is free for you. You are the one that goes and gets this stuff for me. I hired John to make the pickups and deliveries for me. Well, this time it is free anyway. He said, thank you very much, you don't know how much that means to me. He bagged everything I got and I left and went to my room. I was pretty tired by now. I laid on the bed and watched TV the rest of the night. I got up and looked out my window and you would not know what I saw. Or I think I saw someone or something walking across the street with a full fur coat on. I know it cannot be that cold out to wear something like that. Then I noticed the windows had bars on them. Is it to keep something out or to keep something in? By the looks of this it is to keep something out. I went over and locked my door just in case. Now things are starting to come together. That is why John said, if you get in at dusk or after dark, just drive into the stable and go straight to the inn. It is the only safe place in town. It is bedtime, so I can get up in the morning to go to work. As I climbed into the bed I heard a wolf baying at the moon. That is why it is a full moon tonight. I guess many things outside will happen tonight. The main thing is I have been looking for towns like this. I am called the changer of life. If I touch a vampire, it will change back to human form. That is why they call me the changer. They just don't know what they are up against. Well, it is time to go to bed now. See you tomorrow night.